The vast emptiness of space seemed to hold its breath as the alien vessel approached Earth's orbit. Captain June Park stood motionless, his reflection barely visible against the reinforced glass of the observation deck. Outside, the massive ship cast a shadow that could block entire continents, its metallic surface gleaming with technology beyond human comprehension. Elena Kim's voice broke the silence. "They're here," she said, her fingers dancing across the holographic control panel. Years of preparation, months of secret training, and countless simulations had led to this moment. The alien communication system activated with a low, mechanical A voice, if it could be called that, emerged, a sound that was part electronic chirp and part language. "Inhabitants of Earth," it announced, "your civilization has been evaluated. Surrender is your only option." June's team exchanged glances. They had prepared for this. Every military strategist, every scientist, every diplomat had anticipated first contact would not be peaceful. But nothing could have truly prepared them for the reality of this moment. In the Global Defense Command Center, screens flickered with incoming data. Satellite images showed the alien vessel's precise position, its technological signatures mapped and analyzed in real time. Hyun Choi, the lead technical specialist, was already working on decoding the alien communication frequencies. "They're broadcasting on multiple wavelengths," Hyun muttered, his fingers moving rapidly across multiple holographic interfaces. "But their encryption isn't as advanced as we thought." The alien message continued, a blend of mathematical precision and what seemed like diplomatic ultimatum. They spoke of galactic protocols, of civilizational assessments, of humanity's apparent insignificance in the broader cosmic landscape. June knew their strategy. The aliens expected fear, expected submission. They had likely encountered hundreds of civilizations that crumbled under the mere presence of their technological superiority. But Earth was different. "Prepare communication response," June instructed Elena. "Standard protocol, Alpha 7. Elena nodded, her fingers moving with practiced precision. The response would be carefully crafted, neither aggressive nor submissive, but firmly demonstrating humanity's sovereignty. Outside, the alien ship continued its silent hover. Its size was intimidating, easily capable of destroying entire cities with a single pulse. But something about its positioning suggested more than just military intimidation. There was a calculated approach, a sense of scientific curiosity mixed with potential threat. Hyun's voice cut through the tension. "Captain, I'm detecting multiple communication layers. They're not just sending a message. They're scanning." "Scanning? What?" June asked, though he already knew the answer. "Everything," Hyun responded. "Our communication networks, our technological signatures, our planetary infrastructure." The alien vessel moved slightly, a subtle repositioning that suggested advanced maneuvering capabilities. Its movement was smooth, almost elegant, a testament to technological advancement that made human spacecraft look primitive in comparison. Elena completed the communication response. It was a masterpiece of diplomatic engineering, acknowledging the alien presence while simultaneously establishing clear boundaries. No submission, no aggression, but a clear message. Earth was not an easy target. "Transmission ready," she announced. June watched the alien vessel, feeling a mix of anticipation and something else, a primal human emotion that no advanced civilization could understand. Determination. The next few moments would determine humanity's future. Would they be seen as a potential threat, a resource to be harvested, or something entirely unexpected? The communication system hummed. The alien vessel remained motionless. Earth held its collective breath. First contact was not going to be simple. It was going to be a moment that would define human history forever. June Park allowed himself a slight smile. Humanity had been preparing for this moment longer than the aliens realized. The universe was about to meet its most unpredictable species. The research facility looked ordinary from the outside, a simple concrete building nestled in a remote mountain region. But inside, something extraordinary was happening. Hyun Choi stood surrounded by fragments of alien technology, each piece carefully arranged on massive white tables covered with intricate scanning equipment. Every fragment told a story. Some were metallic components that seemed to pulse with an inner energy, while others looked like crystalline structures that defied traditional understanding of material science. Hyun's team worked with surgical precision, breaking down each component, understanding its fundamental structure. "Look at this," he muttered to his colleague, pointing at a small triangular piece that seemed to generate its own electromagnetic field. Traditional physics can't explain its energy generation. The alien technology was complex, but humans had something the aliens never anticipated: adaptability. Where other civilizations might have been overwhelmed, Earth's researchers saw opportunity. Each fragment was a puzzle, and humans loved solving puzzles. Global research centers began sharing information at unprecedented speeds. What started as isolated research quickly became a networked effort. Universities, military labs, private technology companies, all contributed to decoding the alien technology. Governments worldwide had quietly prepared for this moment. Secret programs, decades in development, now sprang into action. Advanced computer systems began analyzing the alien fragments, creating complex algorithms that could translate technological languages. Hyun's team discovered something remarkable. The alien technology wasn't just advanced, it had fundamental design weaknesses. Their systems, while complex, followed predictable patterns. Patterns that human creativity could exploit. "We're not just copying," Hyun explained to his team. "We're reimagining." Military laboratories started developing countermeasures, new types of shields that could absorb and redirect alien energy signatures, communication systems that could jam and manipulate alien frequencies, weapons that could potentially match alien technological capabilities. The process was rapid. Where traditional technological development might take decades, humanity was compressing years of research into weeks. The alien fragments became blueprints, each piece revealing more about potential technological applications. Satellite networks began tracking the alien vessel's technological emissions. Every signal, every minor communication became a learning opportunity. Earth's best minds were creating a comprehensive understanding of alien technology faster than the aliens could imagine. Quantum computing centers worked around the clock. Complex simulations ran continuously, predicting potential technological scenarios. What would happen if human technology integrated specific alien components? How could existing systems be modified? The military's technological wing, led by strategic experts, saw beyond immediate defense. They were planning multiple layers of technological response, not just how to defend, but how to potentially counterattack if necessary. Young researchers worked alongside veteran scientists. The age of traditional, hierarchical research was gone. Merit, creativity, and innovative thinking became the new currency of technological development. Global technology companies that were once competitors now collaborated, sharing resources, information, pooling research capabilities. The alien technology had created an unexpected global unity. Hyun noticed something else interesting. The alien technology, while advanced, showed signs of a rigid technological philosophy. It was sophisticated but lacked the organic adaptability of human innovation. "They designed for perfection," he told his research team. "We design for possibility." Each day brought new discoveries. A communication system fragment revealed insights into quantum entanglement. An energy generation component suggested new approaches to sustainable power generation. The research wasn't just about defense. It was about understanding, learning, evolving. Humanity was doing what it did best, transforming a potential threat into an opportunity for growth. Weeks passed. The alien vessel remained in orbit, unaware that its own technology was being systematically understood, decoded, and reimagined by the very species it had come to assess. Hyun looked at the latest simulation results and allowed himself a small smile. The aliens had made a critical mistake. They had underestimated human potential, and humanity was about to show them exactly what that meant. The technological escalation had begun, and Earth was just getting started. The first signs of confrontation began quietly, a series of small, almost imperceptible movements in Earth's orbital defense systems. Wu Jin watched the monitors, his fingers hovering just above the communication controls. Alien ships approached in perfect geometric formation. They expected submission, a quick surrender based on their technological superiority. What they didn't understand was human unpredictability. Captain June Park stood on the command deck, his eyes fixed on the incoming alien fleet. "Activate secondary defense protocols," he said calmly. Around him, the ship hummed with a strange mix of tension and anticipation. The first wave of alien attack was textbook military precision. Energy weapons that could slice through traditional spacecraft, targeting systems designed to disable rather than destroy. They wanted to show power, not complete annihilation. But Earth had been preparing. The human response was anything but traditional. Instead of direct confrontation, the first Earth vessels began an impossible dance. They moved in patterns that defied standard combat algorithms. One moment clustering together, the next splitting into unpredictable formations that confused alien targeting systems. Hyun Choi's technological adaptations became immediately apparent. The alien energy weapons found themselves redirected, their own power turned against their original trajectory. It was like watching a martial artist use an opponent's strength against them. Communication channels erupted with alien confusion. Their perfectly calculated attack was falling apart. Human ships weren't just defending, they were playing a complex strategic game that the aliens couldn't comprehend. A small Earth vessel deliberately positioned itself as bait. When the alien ships converged, expecting an easy target, they discovered a trap. Electromagnetic pulses created by Hyun's team disabled critical alien ship systems, not destroying them, but rendering them temporarily blind and deaf. They expected a linear response, Wu Jin commented, watching the battle unfold. "We're giving them chaos." The psychological warfare was equally impressive. Carefully crafted communication signals played with alien communication frequencies. False readings, mixed signals, strategic misinformation. Humans were fighting with more than just technology. Elena Kim managed the global communication network. Every alien transmission was being analyzed, decoded, and potentially manipulated in real time. What the aliens thought was secure communication became a complex web of human-managed information. Some alien ships began to retreat. Their perfect formation broke. For the first time, something resembling fear entered their technological communications. Captain June understood the strategy. This wasn't about complete destruction. It was about sending a message. Humanity was not a species to be easily conquered or dismissed. The battle lasted less than 3 hours. But those hours would be remembered as the moment Earth transformed from a potential target to a serious galactic threat. Alien technological superiority met human creativity, and creativity was winning. Wu Jin intercepted a final alien communication. It was fragmented, confused, nothing like the confident initial transmission. Unexpected resistance, it said. Recalculation required. As the alien fleet retreated, Earth's vessels returned to their positions. Not in triumph, but in calculated precision. They had proven a point. In research facilities around the world, scientists like Hyun were already analyzing every moment of the confrontation, learning, adapting, preparing for the next encounter. The aliens had come expecting a simple assessment, a quick determination of humanity's potential. Instead, they had found something entirely unexpected, a species that didn't just survive, a species that transformed challenges into opportunities. The confrontation was over, but the real challenge was just beginning. Humanity had entered the galactic stage, and they were making a remarkable first impression. The news traveled faster than light itself, across multiple communication networks, through quantum entanglement channels, and via complex galactic information systems. One message spread. Humans were different. Kira, The lead Alien Confederation analyst reviewed the battle recordings for the 100th time. Something about human behavior defied all standard civilization classification models. They weren't just technologically adaptive, they were fundamentally unpredictable. "This isn't a typical species," she told her senior commanders. "They don't follow any known response patterns." Communication networks began buzzing with reports. Small alien civilizations that had previously been conquered or controlled started showing increased interest. If humans could stand against the Confederation, perhaps resistance was possible. Earth's diplomatic team, led by Wu Jin, understood the game perfectly. They weren't just defending, they were strategically building a reputation. Every communication, every interaction was carefully designed to send a specific message about human capabilities. Research centers around the world continued their technological integration. The alien fragments were no longer just objects of study. They were becoming components of a new human technological ecosystem. Universities competed to develop the most innovative applications of recovered alien technology. The Confederation's Central Command began extensive debates. How do you categorize a species that doesn't fit into any existing model? Humans showed technological innovation, psychological complexity, and a level of adaptability that seemed almost organic. Military strategists analyzed human response patterns. Traditional alien invasion strategies relied on predictable planetary responses. Humans had turned those strategies into complex psychological warfare. They didn't just defend, they manipulated the entire interaction framework. Smaller alien civilizations started sending discrete communication requests, not invasions, not threats, but inquiries. They wanted to understand how this new species had challenged the Confederation's long-standing dominance. Captain June Park became an unexpected symbol. His strategic decisions during the first confrontation were being studied across multiple alien communication networks. He wasn't just a military leader. He had become a case study in unpredictable strategic thinking. Hyun Choi's technological innovations began attracting attention. The way humans had rapidly integrated alien technology suggested a level of scientific adaptability that was rare in the galaxy. They didn't just copy, they reimagined. The Confederation's communication network started showing signs of internal stress. Their long-established belief of technological superiority was being challenged. Humans had introduced an element of uncertainty into their carefully structured galactic model. Elena Kim managed Earth's external communications with surgical precision. Every message was crafted to demonstrate capability without excessive aggression. They were presenting humanity as a serious, calculated civilization, not a threat, but a new player in the galactic landscape. Alien diplomatic missions began requesting more detailed information about human culture, technological development, and social structures. What made this species so fundamentally different? How could they develop such complex adaptive strategies? Research facilities around the world became focal points of global pride. The alien technology that was supposed to subjugate humanity was now becoming a source of unprecedented scientific advancement. Universities competed to develop the most innovative applications. The Confederation's standard classification system started breaking down. Humans didn't fit into any existing civilization model. They were too adaptable, too creative, too complex to be easily categorized. Wu Jin understood the deeper strategy. This wasn't just about defending Earth. This was about establishing humanity's place in a much larger galactic ecosystem. Every interaction was a carefully calculated diplomatic move. Small alien civilizations began seeing humans as a potential alternative to Confederation control. If humans could resist, perhaps they could too. The psychological impact was spreading faster than any technological weapon. As weeks passed, humanity's reputation transformed. From a potential target to an unexpected variable in the galactic equation. They weren't just surviving, they were fundamentally changing the rules of engagement the Confederation had come to assess. Instead, they had awakened something far more complex, a species that didn't just adapt, a species that redefined adaptation itself. The final confrontation wasn't a battle. It was a negotiation that would redefine galactic understanding. June Park stood in the central chamber of the Alien Confederation headquarters. The room was designed to intimidate. Massive holographic displays, advanced technological interfaces, and walls that seemed to pulse with alien energy. But June looked calm, confident. "Humanity is not requesting permission," he stated, his voice clear and steady. "We are informing you of our existence." The Confederation leaders watched, their advanced sensory systems analyzing every microscopic movement. Humans had become something unexpected, not just a species to be categorized, but a force to be acknowledged. Wu Jin had prepared this moment meticulously. Years of diplomatic strategy, technological research, and psychological preparation had led to these moments. Every word, every gesture was calculated. Behind the diplomatic facade, Earth's technological capabilities had transformed dramatically. Integrated alien technology had created systems that defied previous understanding. Quantum communication, networks, adaptive defensive systems, energy generation technologies that made previous human innovations look primitive. Hyun Choi's research teams had done more than just understand alien technology. They had reimagined it. Where alien systems were rigid and predictable, human adaptations introduced organic complexity. Each technological component became a potential gateway to new understanding. The Confederation's lead analyst, Kira, realized something profound. Humans weren't just resisting. They were evolving at an unprecedented rate. Their ability to learn, adapt, and transform was their most dangerous weapon. Global research centers worked in synchronized chaos. Universities, military laboratories, private technology companies all contributed to a unified technological ecosystem. The alien technology that was meant to subjugate humanity had become its greatest opportunity. Elena Kim managed Earth's communication networks. Every transmission was a strategic message. They weren't asking for recognition. They were demonstrating their capabilities. Humanity had transformed from a potential target to a serious galactic player. The negotiation wasn't about surrender or submission. It was about establishing new rules of engagement. Humans were presenting themselves as an equal, not through military might but through intellectual and technological complexity. Alien Confederation leaders found themselves in an unprecedented situation. Humans had not only resisted but had done so with a level of creativity that challenged their entire understanding of civilizational development. "We are not a threat," June explained, "but we are not your resource. We are a civilization in our own right." The psychological warfare was subtle but powerful. Every communication, every interaction demonstrated human potential. They weren't aggressive. They were confident, a fundamental difference that the Confederation found difficult to process. Technological innovations emerged rapidly. Energy systems that could potentially rival alien capabilities. Communication networks that could bypass traditional galactic information channels. Defensive systems that turned potential attacks into opportunities for further learning. Smaller, alien civilizations watched the negotiations. If humans could stand against the Confederation, perhaps resistance was possible. The psychological impact spread faster than any technological weapon. The Confederation's standard classification systems began to break down. Humans didn't fit into any existing model. They were too adaptable, too creative, too complex to be easily understood. As the negotiations continued, it became clear. Humanity wasn't just defending itself. It was establishing a new paradigm of galactic interaction. Not through conquest, but through intellectual and technological complexity. Wu Jin understood the deeper strategy. This was about more than Earth. This was about introducing a new way of thinking into the galactic ecosystem. The final moment of the negotiation was simple. Not a declaration of war, not a surrender, but a clear, confident statement of existence. "We are here," June said, "and we will continue to evolve." The Alien Confederation realized something profound. They hadn't encountered just another species. They had awakened an apex predator, not defined by physical strength, but by an unparalleled ability to adapt, learn, and transform. Humanity had arrived on the galactic stage, and nothing would be the same again.